Yo, what's good YouTube, and welcome back to another video. And in today's video I'm going to be telling you all of the meta hybrid units, meta ground units, the good hybrids, the good grounds, the supports and farms that you need to know to be able to get them on your team to actually get the best team in Anime Defenders Update 4 Part 2, because things have moved around a bit and this is a more in-depth style of video. This ranges all the way from the secrets all the way to the mythicals. Obviously it doesn't do legendaries and epics except for one of the farm units, and they are also legendary mythic, but we will get straight into it. So let's get straight into the video right now. But quickly, before we do get into the video, I would just like to announce right now that at 3,000 subscribers, yes, you guys heard that right, at 3,000 subscribers, I will be giving away multiple secrets, and there is a possibility I might be doing a 24-hour live stream if I'm not able to do a 24-hour live stream, because obviously I don't want to do a sleep cam because that's a little bit weird. You guys don't even know what I look like. But at 3,000 subscribers, yes, you heard that right, I will be giving away gems, I'll be giving away secrets, I'll be giving away everything I possibly can to show my support back to you guys. So if you could hit that subscribe button, it would really appreciate me. And to enter into any single giveaway that I ever do, you can join my Discord, which is also linked in the description. But if you do become a member, you get access to limited exclusive giveaways, so obviously consider that as well. But let's get straight into this video. Okay guys, so I'm going to stick to the more basic ones to start off with, but if you stick around to the end of the video, you guys will see the actual meta end game units. So if you're more of a starter player, you want to watch the first half. If you're more of an end player, you want to watch the end half. So obviously first off, we've got the farms. Obviously there is the pink rockstar, the pink demon witch, and the bloomer. They are all very good. The pink rockstar and the pink demon witch are a buff and a farm, whereas the bloomer is just a farm. I personally do believe that the pink rockstar is a better choice due to its 20% damage buff, which I think is absolutely crazy. I think 20% damage buff on most units gives it a lot. My maxed out Icarus actually gives it a plus 55,000, so having that boost really does help, which is very good, and obviously it is something that you want to be getting on your team. And then if we also go on to some other supports, obviously we've got the Curse Knight for the 15% curse, we've got the Ice Dragon with her freeze, we have got the Dragon Wizard with his buff burn by the 50%, so that is a good pair if you're pairing it with other units. Same with the Demon Lord with his buff bleed by 50%. Then we've got the Legion Veteran, which does the 20% range, and then the new mythical, the Jade Fire Knight, who also does a 10% curse, which is 5% less than Icarus. So if you don't have Icarus, it is a good substitute. And then we have the Legion Assassin with his 30% crit buff. Obviously you wouldn't have a full team with this, you would have a team with the meta hybrids plus with the meta grounds, and then have your farms and your support. So I will tell you basically what the best team in the end is. So then if we go on to the good grounds, so this is for the people that don't really have secrets. So the mythicals that I would suggest for the good ground is the Water Swordsman, the Skull Warrior for his full AoE placement, Prime Carp. I would also suggest Alpha Wizard. I would suggest Warrior Princess, I would suggest Slime Spirit, but if you do have Slime Spirit, you probably already have a good team, considering that was a unit you got from running the leaderboard. Then obviously we've got the Beast Sorcerer, we have got the Thunder Shinobi, and we have got the Ant King. Those are all pretty good, but I wouldn't really summon for the Ant King, I wouldn't really summon for Thunder Shinobi. I would try and go more for Skull Warrior, Carp, and the Elf Wizard. And then if we go on to the good hybrid, so obviously we've got the new secret, which is the Solar Slayer. He gives a burn plus 1% damage every wave, so he is very good for the infinite, because obviously you'll be doing a lot more waves. He's not really good for doing things like the challenges like I'm doing right now, because there's only 15 waves, meaning he only buffs the burn by 15%, but obviously that can stack up. And then we've obviously got the Legion Commander, which I have Almighty down here. She is a summoner, and plus her ability is a massive nuke, which is a big AoE, can hit a lot of people, and she also does a lot of damage. If you cannot get your hands on one of the new secrets, you can always use the Flame Dragon King. He's been in meta for quite a long time. If you don't have secrets, he is a 4 placement, and he is also burn, and he is pretty good. So then we've got the new Lucky Ticket secret, who is very good because he can actually buff himself by 50% max damage. It's only to himself, but it is a 50% max damage buff. Obviously I don't know what he's like at fully maxed out, but that could be very good. And then we've got my boy Bear King. Obviously I'm always talking about Bear King. If you don't have secrets, Bear King is still a good one to get for his meta bleed. And then if you can't get Bear King, Curse Prince is always a second option. Then obviously, like I said, we've got the Jade Fire Knight. He's also a good hybrid unit. Same with the Legion Assassin. And then if you can't get the Flame Dragon King, you should definitely go for the Flame Demon Ninja. And then obviously there is the evolved version of the one in the battle pass. I personally haven't used her, but I have heard that she could be decent if you don't have secrets. So obviously this is more for like the mid-tier players. I'm obviously going to get onto the meta units for those at the end. There is obviously Esper, who is a decent hybrid for starting out, but I would not suggest actually going for him. If you get him by chance, that is pretty good, but he's only good for the very start of the game of getting you through story, nothing else really. Sharpshooter is also decent. She is a heal unit, so that is pretty good. And then what we're going to get onto now is the things that most people are here for. It is the meta ground and the meta hybrid. So obviously most of these are going to be secrets. There is legit only one mythical on here, and there is only one exclusive unit on here, and you probably guess what that is. So if we go on to the meta ground, we've obviously got Guts, which you get from the Cursed Kingdom portal. He is very good because he is a crit build, and he also has extra crit percentage. So what you would want on him is you would want the critical traits, critical traits, and also pairing him with other ones that buff different things. So obviously then we've got the Demon Lord because of the bleed buff. Because obviously there is a lot of units that are very good at bleed, and that 50% extra damage on bleed can absolutely go crazy. And then we've actually got a very good mythical here, which is the Muscle Sorcerer. He's actually meta ground at the moment, and then it's a secret that most people can probably get because he is the cheapest. It is the Chance Taker. He is also a decent meta ground just because he is pretty easy to get, and a lot of people can get him, and it is usually people's first secret that they do get. So obviously that is a good one to go for if you can't get any of the other secrets. But like I said, if you guys don't know, the portals are pretty good ways to get them. Now we are going on to some of the best units in the game, because obviously they are the hybrid units. They can hit everything in the game, and if you don't know, Igris got his little buff to actually now make him hybrid. So Igris is #1 meta hybrid in my personal opinion, because he does have that 15% curse, and plus his ability of his curse discharge, plus also the ability that allows him to do maximum amount of damage in very, very small time. So I do think he is very, very good. If you guys don't know what his 15% curse does, it is basically 15% extra damage to anybody that is cursed by every single unit. Then we actually have a tie between Gojo and Demon King. Yes, you heard that right. There is a tie between Gojo and Demon King for the slow. They are personally both very, very good slows. Demon King is also a more placement, and he also does have the slow, meaning you can probably cover more ground depending on how big the map is, but in most infinites you'll be killing them pretty early on, so it doesn't matter too much. Then we do have the Shadow Dragon, who is obviously the 25% range plus the minus 15% cooldown buff that he gives to every unit around him, which is actually crazy. He is a must, especially in infinite runs. He is a must to actually put on your team. He is very, very good, so I do suggest trying to get your hands on him. Obviously getting it from here is very, very hard, but if you are a good trader, it shouldn't take you too long to trade up to him. Then we have the Dragon Wizard, which has his burn plus his ability plus his burn buffer, meaning that if you get the Crimson Spirit on him, he can be doing upwards of 400, maybe even 500,000 DPS. I do have one myself. I am just waiting to get Almighty on him, so that's why I haven't really been using him, and unfortunately I am very, very unlucky. On my stream I spent about 4,000 trait crystals and I didn't get Almighty, which is very, very sad. But then we do have the other new secret, which is the Lunar Huntress. She is a plus 1% damage per 20 kills, and I think that is just to her. But if you think about that, in infinite mode or even in normal modes, if she is the only unit you have placed down plus one of your farm units, she can become super duper overpowered. If you pair that with Almighty, and also if you pair that with True Spirit, she can be doing upwards of 500, maybe even 600,000 DPS. I'm not too sure what her max is, and maybe her ability is very, very good, but she has been put at one of the #1 meta hybrid units in the game right now. And then obviously we have got the secret that I have just given away myself, which is the Pro Gamer down there, or Sun Jinwoo as most people do know him, because his summons are absolutely crazy. Obviously he isn't a hybrid. Oh wait, he is a hybrid. Okay, he's classed as a hybrid mainly for the fact of his summons can actually hit the flying units, but obviously his actual attacks cannot. But obviously that is the main list of them right now. That is who you should be going for. So obviously the mythics that you should go for is Muscle Sorcerer. If people are still selling him, he is still pretty cheap, so you can go pick him up for about 7,000 gems. Obviously the Bear King you can go and grind for. Flame Dragon King, Curse Prince, and the Jade Fire Knight. They are all decently easy to get. Obviously the Jade Fire Knight is a lot easier to get. If you guys do not get him, when I do go through and get a lot of lucky tickets and actually summon a lot for him, I will be giving these away because he will not be good on my team. So if I can give them away, which I actually can't, so never mind, forget that I just said that. But I might give away this shiny muscle sorcerer, so obviously join my Discord down below and I'll give that away just as a little thing to people. But yeah, thank you so much guys for watching. It does mean a lot to me. Obviously, if you guys did enjoy, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, because it does help me a lot and it also provides you guys with free content. But if you guys have been watching me for a while, you know exactly what I'm about to say. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Ka-ciao.